G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to season God knows what of Octane Online Racing Sprint Series. Today we're at IMOLA, round 1. On pole we have somebody, and behind them we have 20 other people. So, today we are going to go over the race. My name is Karlo, and joining me in the commentary booth today is Michael Mantle. Michael, how are you?
I'm good.
That is excellent.
Thank you.
Uh, it is a beautiful day here at Imola. Dry so far. Uh, what can we expect from the race?
Mm, pile-ups.
Well, that is certainly a thing we see in online racing, but hopefully we don't see that here today because, well, it's not ideal, and nobody likes getting caught up in pilots now, do we?
Not really, no.
Yeah, so with that, it's the formation lap here. The leader making his way through turn 10, I believe, Aqua Minerali. We have one more sector before we get going with the race. And any predictions, Michael?
Mm, pit stop strategy is going to be better, I think. Yes?
Certainly. Anything else you have to add?
No.
All right. That is very concise and straight to the point, Michael. So, Sector 3, now the leader should be doing about 80 kilometers an hour, and everybody else is going to go double file. In case of a safety car here at Octane Online Racing, we have virtual safety cars. And of course, live stewarding, so if somebody is being naughty, they will get a penalty. So, around the penultimate corner we go. We wait. Hopefully we make it more than 12 fucking meters into the race. So we see everybody bunching up nicely there behind Starkey. We don't see any cars. Oh, there they are. There's a big gap to that Porsche, but I'm sure everybody is in position and there is not going to be many penalties for out of position this race. Spoiler alert, there is going to be a lot of penalties for out of position this race, but anyway, the 5 lights are out. The leader is about to go over the start finish line, and we go. It's green, green, green. The leader gets an excellent start. Uh, Imon Tully in the Bentley there tries to go in the middle, but absolutely fails, and Abelstead keeps his second position. So far, so good, as somebody there is driving through pit lane, and no incidents so far. Somebody in a McLaren trying to attack Julian in the Lamborghini there, and a few people go off in the second chicane. So far, so good. No pile-ups, Michael.
Yeah. I'm not used to this.
Well, you are going to be used to this, my friend, and that is Fabian Krebs with quite an ambitious move that does not stick. They're into turn 8, I think, or turn 9, I do not fucking know. Um, yeah, Fabian Krebs on the back of Julian, who seems to be holding his position, but it's only lap 1. Let's see what we have at the back. We see myself climbing 7 positions, and that's a Mercedes going very, very wide, as I would say. Those are custom lines. Michael,
Yes.
do you
Hello?
have anything to add?
No.
Well, that's that's certainly something. Um, I guess thank you for being here. Um,
Yes. Oh,
we see myself holding P15 as Rashfall behind me goes off-roading. I'm sure that is very fun for him. But so far so good. The leaders are off, and Abelstad has dropped by a second as I try to make a move down the inside, which is absolutely fucking stupid. And it does not work, but it allows me to get closer to the to Ricky Louis ahead. So there might be something happening as I'm absolutely drifting around that second chicane. I guess Michael has fallen asleep, so here we
No,
are
I'm
with...
trying to search for battles.
Alright, well, we have quite a battle here with a name that I cannot pronounce, and Ricky Louis. Excuse me? Oh, that's a...
Oh,
that's
custom
a move.
lines.
That's a move and a half. Unfortunately, it does not stick. Yeah, yeah, that was ambitious and wasn't great. So I think Petrovsky ahead just gets away with it, but now Hefner is under attack from Ricky Louis, who is under attack from myself. Let's see what will come from this battle. And Hefner here trying to have a look into turn 1, just doesn't have the overlap, has to stick behind. We're going to just stick with this battle, and that's a Ferrari going off and wide. Ricky Louis absolutely messed up that corner right there. Very unfortunate. Anyway, that's a position for myself and a few other people. As you can see myself in front, just weaving to try to stay ahead of what looks to be Rashfall. And here we have two battles for P13 and P15, excuse me, P12 and P13, with myself, Hefner and Petrovsky, and just in the background we can see Rashfall there. So far nothing has come of this battle, but right in the front we can see that the leader has pulled a gap, and that's a Mercedes trying to overtake Craig Starkey, and it doesn't really work, but he has the slipstream.
A lot of McLarens.
Yeah, it's almost like a spec series. Henriksen is still in the slipstream of Starkey, doesn't seem to be closing, so McLaren equals OP.
Not really.
Well, why do you think so, Michael?
I don't like it.
To that I have to say skill issue, and we continue with the race as I have closed in the gap to Hefner and Petrovsky, who seem to be fighting ahead of me, but there is also a huge fight here for P7, and really, battles all over the field except for the front, because the leader has absolutely taken the fuck off.
It's gonna get moved up a tier.
Michael, this is not AOR, this is OOR, so there is no splits because we are in EU. We cannot afford to have more than one split because we are poor fuckers. I'm sorry about that. And here I am about to do something stupid. Never mind, everything is well so far. But there is still many battles across the field, as here is a battle for P3. Daniel Duarte chasing Iman Tully in the Bentley, now that's a rare sight. It's almost like you are driving a boat. I don't know why somebody would do that to themselves, but
The steering wheel
oh
is
well.
also on the wrong side.
I disagree, the steering wheel is on the only correct side,
Oh,
and
he
well,
goes
the Bentley goes
rallying.
off-roading, and I'm sure Colin McRae would be proud, as that is a position for Daniel Duarte.
Oh,
Oh, and
gets
that's a
overtaken by the
position for
Lamborghini.
Julian again. Yeah, having some real troubles, the fellow sailor there, Ivan Tali. Now here at the back we can see Petrovsky and Höfner are still fighting for the position, as I am just waiting to get an opening there. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so go absolutely the fuck wide and lose a bunch of time. Not ideal, but oh well, it happens. It should be close here on exit, but the Porsche seems to just be pulling away.
Seems to be fast
And
on the straights.
oh, and I
Oh,
absolutely fucking send it, and I am off, and I lose a
great.
position there. That is really unfortunate. I get passed by Rushall, and yeah, Rushall also passes the Ferrari, who I compromised, unfortunately. Very sorry about that, but right now I am in the slipstream of the Ferrari. I should have him on this straight, I believe. Oh yeah, just look at that McLaren top speed. Absolutely overpowered. There is nothing that the Ferrari can do. Down into turn 1, just makes the pass stick. Beautiful. Nice. I am the best in the world.
And you don't go off-roading for once.
Yeah, that's rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the gap in the front is just increasing, it seems like. We're saying the Ferrari is no match for the McLaren, but I guess if you know how to drive it, you can win the race. Any thoughts on that, Michael?
I like the Ferrari more than the McLaren.
All right. With that out of the way, let's go back to the race. Petrovsky is on my ass, and well,
That's how you like.
doesn't really seem to be getting any closer. Michael, please. Anyway, uh, here we have a battle for P19. Very unfortunate that they are this far down, and holy Jesus, that's a 10.5 that does not go the McLaren's way, and might even lose him a position to Ricky Louis, who now has a run on him into the penultimate corner, I believe, and let's see what happens here. The Ferrari absolutely sends it down the inside, and oh, there is contact, and oh, Mark Rosas just gets knackered off the road there. What is your professional opinion, Michael?
That's kinda sad.
Alright. Well, we concluded that that incident was kinda sad. Well, yeah, that was kinda sad. Anyway, here we go, back to the race. Ricardo Florinda in the what the fuck am I
two
on? That's
McLaren's
the
building it
McLaren.
out. Oh, very
Oh yeah,
entertaining. Boring as
yeah.
car.
Oh yeah, that's Feria and Lamas fighting for position number 9 on lap 6 in this
And
race,
he
and
goes
holy
drifting!
shit, running in the fucking 90s, Jesus Christ! And well, that's some skill issue if I ever
It
saw it.
reminds me of our endurance race.
Michael, that is completely irrelevant, but thank you.
It's not.
very much is. But anyway, I'm sorry for that, dear viewers. Um, well, here we have Alan Julian, who is absolutely nowhere. Well, he is in P4, but doesn't seem to be able to catch the absolute monstrosity that McLaren is on the straights here. Just a beautiful machine, isn't it? Yes, it is. Either way, Alan Julian. Well, that's a livery and a
Oh,
half.
Karlo fighting for a position, just to go off-roading again.
Oh yeah, let's see. Myself fighting for position number 12. Seem to be holding up well. Within half a second of the car ahead. Not really considered a fight, but I am close.
2 tenths when I switched.
Well, yeah, it was 2 tenths, now it's 5, and soon it's going to be a few seconds. Definitely no spoilers there, but you might want to look at my car through Aqua Minerales next few laps. There I go.
Track limits?
Oh, there I go again.
Oh, you survived.
Colin McRae would be proud. Yes, survived, certainly. But I seem to still be catching the Aston ahead, so not too big of a deal. And the gap from P1 to P2 has increased by 4 seconds. We can officially state that Ferrari is OP. Isn't that right, Michael? Yes, it is.
So. Why do you ask me?
You are my co-commentator. I need to ask you for this very useful
you
opinion.
ignore my response.
Oh, and we have a battle for P8, I believe. Let's just check that for a little bit here. Oh yeah, look at this. That is Thiago Faria being followed by Henriksen, being behind Krebs for P7 actually. That's as tightest in an asshole. Just as I thought there would be a battle, they are just forming an Alonso train. Very entertaining. Anyway. Oh, that's a bad exit from Krebs there. Maybe Faria has a run on him into the penultimate corner. Krebs goes to the inside, goes defensive. Henriksen goes to the inside. Holy Jesus. And Henriksen absolutely sent it there. Makes it stick. And Faria, out of all people here, loses a position here. All because of a mistake that Krebs has made, which he wasn't able to compromise or whatever on. Oh, and it continues as he tries to go around the outside, but Henriksen just closes that door and says, no, try again. And I am within, I was within 3 tenths until I spun in Aqua Minerales. That is certainly unfortunate. Either way.
Traditions.
What do you think about this battle?
I like that battle. It's fun. Close racing without contact. Don't see it too much.
That is very true. We do have a lot of close racing without contact here at Octane Online Racing. If you want to join, I will leave a link in the description of the video. If I forget to do it, just call me a cunt in the comments and I'll remember. So here Faria still behind Henriksen, who made the absolutely beautiful pass last lap, but everybody is in an Alonso train again, and I think we might have another battle for P3 as Julian is within 3/10 of a second there. And never mind, the timing sheet is lying to me, as Julian has just dropped 3 places.
Oh, yeah.
And back to that battle, in the background, just barely, we see
Oh.
it. Henriksen goes off the track. Number 13 goes through. Back on Henriksen. And I think number 13 and 27 might be fighting, or I guess not. But there is going to be some action here between these two. Oh, that is track limits. If I ever saw that, I saw one from the number 27 there into turn 9. Number 13 might have a run, but makes a mistake in Aqua Mineralis, and no run for him.
I'm surprised no one actually died, like, to an extreme extent, besides them on McLaren spun on his own by rejoining.
Oh yeah, that was certainly unfortunate. A clean race so far. Let's check on... yeah, let's check on Rashford. He seems to be close to the car ahead. Oh yeah.
Three-way battle again.
Yeah, three-way battle again. Florinda, Rashford and Petrovsky. Yeah, Rashford and Petrovsky very close together in this race so far, and I think it's going to last until somebody makes a strategy decision, and what I can't help but notice is the TC2 setting Rashford is on.
Oh my god.
Exactly my reaction. Either way, let's have a look at how my race is going so far. Oh, and I almost spin into turn 1, and holy shit, I'm off, and I spin and die. And let us see. Yeah, I'm just struggling there. I rejoined the circuit,
Oh my
and
god,
holy shit,
Charles!
that's Mercedes, and that's race over for both of us. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Gonna take that as a firm yes, and
Oh my god.
Alan Julian here on Craig Starkey within a second of him. Oh, and 13 and 27, as I said, there is going to be a battle between them. They are having a battle and a half here into the penultimate corner. 27 stays in front, but 13 goes into the pit lane. That's a very early pit stop. Don't you think, Michael?
That's pretty early.
Yeah, and we see myself just standing in the pit lane as I am about to leave the server. Very unfortunate, but
The timing sheet
luckily
seems to be broke.
it is indeed, and
Great.
we are looking at many different things right now. I'm sorry.
And
That's
crash.
that is Julian and Starkey, I believe, who've come together there. Julian, let Starkey keep the position. I'm not sure what happened there, but that was very weird. And right before that, we saw that Henriksen was off-roading, so I don't know, something happened and we missed it.
Track
Very
limits.
unfortunate. Oh, and wow, Crabs having fun there, custom lines.
And the field is starting to spread out a bit by now.
This is a very good observation. Yes, we see fewer and fewer battles through the field. Lap 13 so far. There is many more laps to come in this race, but we should see some pit stops going in soon.
As you
As
said
I
that,
say that, as I say that, Craig Saki comes into the pit line. So Julian, I think he's going to pit at the end of this lap, unless he thinks he can do a massive overcut, but it's unlikely. And gap to P1 from P2 is 8 seconds, so yeah, no action up there. So far everything seems to be
oh, the
pretty
drive
calm, and
for Henrik's.
Henriksen gets a drive-through for what I imagine is track limits.
Most probably, yes. Very
Uh,
difficult track limits on this track.
yeah, that is a good
Especially through
observation.
Aqua Minerale.
Yes, that is correct. Absolutely agreed. And well, it has the first victim in this race. The number 543 has to serve a drive-through for track limits. Very unfortunate, but anyway, it happens. It's all part of racing, and well, sometimes you get penalties, sometimes you don't. Doesn't choose to serve it right away, which may or may not be a good decision. I do not
Keeps
know, but
going. But he also needs to pit soon, doesn't he?
he, yeah, he should pit soon. And by soon, I mean within the next 20 minutes, depending on how much fuel he's running. So that drive-through is really going to mess his plans up. Really unfortunate. And Peppy and Krebs here in kind of a awkward situation because he's got a massive gap to the car ahead, but also a massive gap to the car behind, and car behind also has a drive-through, so there isn't much that is going on with him. I think it might just be Krebs in for a good finishing position. Oh, and Rashford, just a minor off-roading there.
No, it was Petrovsky.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh well, oh, that are custom lines by both of them there, and yeah, Rashford just keeping up with Petrovsky. I think it's going to end up being a strategy battle between these two. As the gap between P1 and 2 increases to 10 seconds now. Oh, minor off-roading again, and into the pit lane goes Daniel
Yes.
Rashford. Uh, here's a... yeah, here's... never mind. Henriksen goes to serve
Serving
his
his drive
drive.
pull.
Yes, does seem like it, and he should, excuse me, he should come out in P10, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does, but he is still yet to serve his mandatory pit stop, if I'm not mistaken, so he is going to drop way back from P10, I think.
Yeah, probably. It depends on uh, how many others have pitted yet.
Exactly, Michael, and well, looking at the gap between P1 and 2, it's not even a competition as it's 11 seconds now. So, yeah, not much happening in the top 10, and I don't know if the timetable is broken, but Lemos seems to be on top of Zerskis for P20 within a second.
Oh, here's a freeway battle.
Oh yeah, that is
No,
uh, that
maybe
is
lap.
Victor.
Uh,
That is Victor Brune, and that should be Starkey behind. No, who is
what
that?
was that? I can't read it. It's 100,
It's number
112.
9. That is Lemos. That's a back marker. Uh,
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a back marker, and ahead of him he also has a back marker, Zerskis.
Zerskis. Yeah, that's the 1 second gap.
Yep, that's the 1 second gap exactly, and Victor Brune just in the middle of those two,
Yeah,
so not
Lemos
ideal.
teasing a move as
Yeah,
a back
yeah,
marker. Very dangerous.
yeah, might be, but Victor Brune just doesn't seem to care too much. Yeah, I think he's just gonna let him by on the straight here, or not. Well, that's a interesting battle, certainly, between a back marker and a car who is a lap up.
That should be a battle between Rune and Abelstedt.
Yes, Brun and Abelstead. Abelstead just pitted from P2, so shouldn't be a really much of a battle because he should be running lower fuel and newer tires. But I'm not his strategist, so I never know. Might be something in there. And Lemos currently coming to a moving roadblock, which is Victor Brune. Uh, should let him go here, but he doesn't, and wow,
Um,
wow, that's actually a good battle, but only a minor problem is that the cars are not on the same lap.
who was the leader again?
Uh,
Because the leader has
Grant,
changed.
I think.
Who?
Grant.
Right? Oh, you're right. My God.
Yeah, so Grants went into the pit lane and now he's going out of the pit lane, coming out in P7, I believe. So everybody ahead of him is still yet to... Oh, and we have a drive-through penalty for car 101, which I imagine is for track limits, as Lemos tries again to make his way past Victor Brune as there is a car coming out of the pit lane. That's a very dangerous situation as Brune just goes off and wide
Oh,
and
that's oh my
forces
God.
number 15 off the track. Holy jeez, that is really bad there. Who is number 15? That is Duarte, who just pitted from, I think, P3 and is now stuck behind Victor Brune. That is not ideal, and
No, no, no. Yeah, it's no. Yeah, they're on the same lap. I thought they're on different laps. They're on the
yeah,
same.
they are on the same lap, and well, at least Lemos could take advantage of the situation and make his way past Victor Brune finally, as there isn't much going on, as I think Bebren is going to pit lane, yes? Uh, to
Timetable is
serve
so
their
cool.
mandatory stop. We have Julian, we have Henriksen, and another car in there who I don't know who that is, but we do not really care right now.
Rachbar served his drive through.
Ah, yeah, good, good call there. Uh, comes out in P19. Definitely not an ideal position to come out as, but yeah.
But
He's
he has
even,
pitted,
yeah.
right? If I remember correctly.
I am not sure, but oh yeah, he did pit. He did pit
So
exactly.
he can
So
still gain some places.
yeah, he has no gain because most people did not pit yet, and well, yeah. Here we have Diego Feria in P12. Never mind. We have Victor Brun in P6.
The timetable is
Still,
broken beyond repair.
uh, well, you heard them, people. Timetable is beyond repair, so do not trust what you see on the screen. It's obviously broken, I guess. But Victor Brun is still yet to make his mandatory pit stop, going all over the track there, wide and off and everywhere really, as Julian just makes his way past him.
Yeah, he probably pitted.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you can see how much more grip he has through there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not even a fair comparison there. Victor Brun is very much struggling. Should be going into the pits soon, but he isn't. So yeah, I'm not sure what his strategy is, but it's certainly not ideal for him. And we might
Still
have a
not
battle
pitting.
going. What?
Still not pitting.
Yeah,
I'm
still not
surprised.
fitting. Lap 20 now. Those tires are, well, more dead than my grandmother.
Oh my god.
So
And
I
another
do
one.
not know what
Oh,
exactly he's doing. He's getting past left, right, and center from Julian and Starkey. And we have Krebs who is trying to catch up to him. There's a 3-second gap, but uh, Krebs and Faria, they're actually battling and catching Brune.
they have
So,
been battling the entire race, off-roading by
oh,
27.
well, yeah. 27 just goes off-road and rejoins ahead of 13. Might be looked at by the stewards, not sure, but yeah, 27 keeps the position.
It's been a fun battle, the whole race between those two. They've been close the entire time.
Oh yeah,
What happened?
certainly. Oh, and that is
Did he...
one of them has disappeared.
Houdini!
Oh,
And
and 543 is off, and
I think he has
seems to
given
be
up.
having a smoke break there. Henriksen. I'm sure he's gonna finish that 6 soon, so should be back in the race. I hope.
I
If
think,
not,
I think 27 disconnected.
uh, yes, he did indeed disconnect as we were watching him. So, well, there's the commentator's curse if I ever saw one.
Wow!
Well, Rosas, P14, catching Louis,
The,
P13,
the
and
only
behind
proper
him,
battle we had,
Barinda. Excuse me?
the only proper battle we had was ruined
Oh well.
by powers beyond our control.
Yep, that is unfortunately true, and Henriksen, uh, he seems to still be having a smoke break, so we'll let him be for now.
That tow truck hasn't been here.
Well, anyway, uh, Rosa's still catching Louis, not making much progress to be honest. They're about the same pace, so I don't know, might be a battle until the end of the race. And as I say that, Rosas goes a little bit wide and wide again, and loses a little bit of time. And behind them we have Lorindo in P14 number 4 machine. You can just see him in the background there, not making any progress either as Julian gets a drive-through.
Julian has had tough enough in this race.
I do agree.
B Brun plus 0 seconds.
That is a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane that we hand out in the OOR. It's plus 0 because this is not live, unfortunately. We do not have the capabilities to broadcast it live, but I hope that you'll enjoy this little race recap that we're doing here. So if you want more of this, just let me know. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I'm sure Michael is trying his best too.
I'm trying my best.
See, that's what it's all about here in sim racing. We're all trying our best, yet we suck.
What's up with the timetable, Wes? I can't switch to M Rosa, what the fuck?
Well,
and the timetable is wrong again.
Yeah, Henriksen has teleported to the pit lane since, and well, he's still smoking that cigar. I don't know what he's doing, probably getting lung cancer, but oh well. Imon Tully in P5, within a second of Julian, who has a drive-through. I don't think there will be a battle, but you never know.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tully, fellow sailor here in OOR, driving a Bentley, which I think Bentley out of 10 is a good boat.
Nice. Steer wrong side.
It's the only correct side, Michael. You
It's
just
not.
have to get used to it.
No.
Yes. Anyway, your opinion does not matter. I am the main commentator here, so cope.
Help me, I'm being held captive.
There is no help for you, Michael, and Imon Tully is being catched by Craig Starkey, it seems like. This is going to get interesting as Tully gets a little bit wide and loses time, about 2/10 to Starkey. So far, so good, but Starkey is still getting closer, obviously OP car, and here we have a beautiful shot of the rear of the yacht there. I'm sure everybody is enjoying this. We can see Starkey there, getting a little bit closer, but also losing a little bit of time there on the exit, so it's going to be a race until the end, I think, between Tully, Starkey and maybe Faria if these two start fighting. And Julian should be steering his drive-through soon. I'm not sure when, but yeah,
Wow.
shouldn't be too long till we see that happen. But yeah, position update on lap 23. Our leader is Grants, who started on pole and just took off. Abelstead started second, kept second. Duarte started God knows what, is currently third. Tully in fourth. At a point he was battling for P2 on the start, I believe, but so far not being able to keep that position, as we see a nice battle here with Zerskis and I believe that is Lamos for P17 there. Oh, and that is Imon Tully behind them. He is currently being held up by two back markers as Zerskis lets him through. Also lets Starkey through, but there is also Lemos, who was battling Brune earlier on in the race when they weren't on the same lap. Lets him through. Now let's see if he is going to let Starkey through very nicely. Should be making a move soon, Starkey. Or not, I guess. Might be a let through on the straight. Who knows? Never mind. Lemos disagrees with me and says I'm not going to let Starkey through. So I guess just cope with being behind me, Starkey. And other than that, we have no real battles yet, but should be a battle here. Oh yeah, battle for P14. Grandjean, Rosas, and way back we see Rashwell, who might join this if these two start fighting. And who is that in the background right behind them? That is the 777 car of Rosas.
Off-roading.
Oh, and Ranjan off. Loses a lot of time there. Off again. And that's a position for Rosas.
A lot of off-roading this race.
Well, I agree. And well, we don't have many more battles here on track. It seems to be calmed down towards the end of the race, I believe, and should be smooth sailing from here, I hope. We should have about 10 more laps approximately in the race, so plenty of time for some battles to start developing, and one of those is the battle for P8 with Petrovsky and Bebran. Should be close, and maybe, just maybe, for P7 if both of them manage to catch up.
Catch up?
No, Michael. No catch up for you.
Sorry. Oh, a drive-through for Rosas.
Oh.
I just noticed.
Well, isn't that unfortunate? And he absolutely sends it on that car and goes off. Those are some BMW lines right there.
Shut up.
And 777 goes into the pit lane. Oh, and in the background we see Rashfall off-roading. I guess many of these drivers are big fans of Group B Rally, because that is exactly what I think I'm watching here. With an addition of yachting in P5. Or P4, sorry.
He's doing great, despite driving the Bentley.
Yeah. Of course, the Bentley has minus 40 kilos, so it's fairly overpowered, and well, yeah, that just speaks for itself. But Grandjean on Florindo should be getting close soon. Oh, as I say that, they got yeah, as I say that, they got really close really soon. That's unfortunate, isn't it?
With another battle.
Oh, and Petrovsky making a move on Bebran does not have straight line speed. Never mind, he does, because the Lambo is a piece of shit on this track and just makes the move, makes it look easy, and that's P8 for Petrovsky.
It's gonna come back, I think.
Oh yeah, Bebran, just too
Pull out.
far, not alongside enough to make a move happen, and Petrovsky just has to stay calm, and well, he's got another car right in front of him. Petrovsky, Bebran, and Hofner might be the fight to keep an eye on in the next 10 laps.
Yes, very entertaining race.
I agree, and yeah, not much happening right now, but
Not really.
yeah, exactly. Not much happening, so I am going to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Jägermeister, for sponsoring me and Michael to bring you this amazing broadcast here today. Isn't that right, Michael?
Yeah, would be nice.
Yeah, would be nice. And you say that as you are drinking your 10th shot of Jaeger. Either way, here we are, back to the race. Starkey, 1 second away from Tully. No progress has been made there. Petrovsky, 1.5 from Hofner. No progress made there. But the progress that he has made is he pulled a gap to or away from Bebran after passing him, who seems to be struggling. I think that might be old tires, but I am not sure. What do you think, Michael?
Van Beberen had a few mistakes last lap. I think he hit the chicane badly, for example, from what I've seen.
Hmm. So what you are saying is Van Beberen has skill
Skill
issues.
issue, yeah.
All right, noted. So
Now it's being caught by another Lamborghini.
and that is Julian in the number 88. That's a nice number.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
who is catching the number 888? That's a lot of
Oh yeah.
eights right there.
Ah, I see. Maybe they're destined to be together.
Yeah, maybe. We're gonna find out soon. Julian is chasing Bebran. I hope not literally, but oh well, even if it is, I wish you luck.
Wow.
Oh, and
Jul
that's 3 tenths. That is a lot of time made in just a single
Julia
lap from
was way
Julian,
more
and
aggressive over the curbs.
oh yeah, oh yeah, you can just see. I think he has newer tires or well.
Uh,
Bebran pushed too much and just overheated them, and yeah, just lets
that's a
Julian through. But he has the switcheroo there, but does not have the traction in the tires to keep it alongside.
not much you
Very
can do.
unfortunate.
Really looked like bad tires.
Yeah, and goes off there again, Van Beveren. Really unfortunate there for him, but Julian in the number 88 makes the pass stick and is now after Petrovsky. And Petrovsky is currently after Hofner, so lap nearing 30. Uh, things are looking nice, and
Uh-oh.
that is Victor Brown just getting out of the way for the leading cars to get through. Daniel Rashfall here, P14, catching P13, gap currently less than a second. It seems like going into the last chicane there gains a ton of time on the Ferrari there, and might be something might be something happening here between these two, but I'm not so sure because Rashford is not close enough yet to make a move, maybe into turn one, but not sure if the Aston has the speed to do it. Well, we should find out now. Rashford in the slipstream of the Ferrari, and Ferrari has absolutely no chance to defend that. Rashford just sails by like a Bentley. Oh, and that's a little bit of a comeback, but too much curb for the Ferrari, and yeah, Rashford keeps the position, and that is P13. Your professional thoughts, Michael?
Yes.
I agree. Anyway, Julian catching Petrovsky, gap 7/10. Position P9, catching 8. Julian seems to have woken up in the last part of the race here, and might be another pass within the last, what, 2 laps?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Julian had really good pace. I think he just had tough luck. Drive through spinning with another driver.
Yes, that is. Yeah, he has pace, but sometimes pace is not everything, and you also need to have a little bit of luck as Petrovsky goes off-roading, and that invites Julian to absolutely send it into the second chicane, which he cannot do. But somehow he does, and around the outside, Julian makes the pass stick.
That's a great overtake.
I do agree. That was beautiful. But now, Petrovsky has the slipstream from the Lamborghini, so might be able to catch Hofner together. I am not sure, but there's approximately 5 laps left in this race. So, a lot still yet to happen.
3 seconds seems unlikely.
It is unlikely, but it is definitely possible. Because this is racing, and in racing sometimes we see some weird shit, so you never know.
Yeah.
And Grandjean seems to have fallen off a bit since getting passed by Rashford, so no action there as of now. Henriksen still smoking a cigar in the pit lane. Petrovsky dropping hard from Julian, unfortunately, and that might be the end of his dreams of catching Hofner, unless Hofner and Julian fight in the last lap or so. So, which that might actually happen because the last lap was 3 seconds. Now it is only 2.3 seconds. 2.3 seconds in half a lap seems to be achievable for Julian.
Catching is one thing, but overtaking is the other thing.
Exactly, I could have said it better myself, Michael.
Thank you.
No problem. And Julian, custom lines. Petrovsky, custom lines. Let's see. Julian, 2 seconds to Hofner now. Hofner seems to be on old tires, struggling a lot. See, the last lap time from Julian is a 43.3, and let's just jump into Hofner's view. 43.4, but I have a feeling that is a lot.
Nearly a second.
43. Yeah, nearly a second there. So I do not believe that Hofner will have a huge chance of defending this, because we have seen Julian just make his way past two two people, and one of those was an absolutely amazing overtake in my opinion. But
I agree.
if yeah, if you do not agree, I do not care. So Julian 1.1 seconds to Hofner, Petrovsky 2.6 to Julian. There might be a last, or well, near last lap battle between these three. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah. Petrovsky is unlikely. He's been.
Oh, and we have a drive-through penalty for track limits Lemos in P18. That is very unfortunate, and it might just invite Brune to take that position from him.
But he also still has a 10-second time penalty, doesn't he?
Well, I would argue that a drive-through is more than 10 seconds, but we see the gap is 25 seconds, so 25 plus 10 is 35. So I think that is a thing we should just keep in mind there. It's certainly going to be close, but I don't know if the penalty is going to affect Lemos that much. But anyway, back to the battle here with Julian Hofner and Petrovsky. The gap now going into lap 33 has increased actually. Julian lost some time to Hofner,
Yes,
but
only last
Petrovsky
times.
Petrovsky has closed in to Julian, so this is getting very, very interesting here.
Yeah.
And just position update. Grants is still leading with a 17-second gap from Abelstead, from Duarte, from Tully, from Starkey, from Faria, Hofner, Julian, Petrovsky, Bebrin, Fetke, Louis, Rashford, Grandjean, Florindo, Rosas, Ezerskis, Lemos, Brun, and having a smoko is Henriksen in the pit lane. Back to the battle here. Julian, 1.2 seconds. 1 second now. Petrovsky, still keeping the exact same gap it was the last lap. So, unless these two fight really hard, there is not going to be a three-way fight that I was predicting here, but we have another drive-through penalty.
Yeah.
P17 drive-through. So P17 and P18 drive-throughs. So what is that going to mean for the race, as Julian is now very close to Hofner, who seems to have made a mistake in the final sector, and they make contact on the straight. Holy Jesus. Julian tries bump drafting, it doesn't work. Into turn 1, almost blows up the engine. I am very proud of him, but Julian out of the first chicane. He is close, but is he close enough? No, he's not. Into the second chicane. Hofner makes a little bit of a mistake, but there is no space for Julian to get past. But Julian just makes up his own space and tries to get it around the outside, which doesn't work. And they are still very, very close together as Petrovsky is slowly coming in, and there is contact. Julian
Petrovsky.
Julian Petrovsky makes it through. Julian and Hofner are stationary for a couple of seconds there, which, well, that is quite something happening there on the second to last lap, I believe. So Petrovsky now gets P7. Hofner is so far in P8, Julian in P9, but in my opinion that is going to be a penalty for him, unfortunately, but Yeah, it's racing and incidents do happen. So Julian trying to make his way past the Porsche. I believe it is the last lap of the race. Julian. Oh yeah, it is the last lap of the race.
Oh
The
god.
race is over. The race is over. That was very close on the finish there, and well, that is very lucky for Petrovsky and very unlucky for Hofner and
Yeah.
Julian there. I think this was a great race. The race winner, of course, is Grant. Started first, finished first. Behind him, Abel said started second, finished second, 20 seconds behind Grants, and running out the top three is Duarte. Uh, this was Octane Online Racing round one of the sprint season. My name is Karlo Babic. Joining me here is Michael Mantle, and we wish you a good day. Goodbye.
See ya.